Hey, what's up, my cochinas and cochinas? I'd like to welcome you back to another video. Today, we're going to get into something very, very especial. This is a video that one of my subscribers actually paid for. They're like, you know what? I want you to eat some carne asada nachos again. So, here's some money. Go get it. So I did. I said, you know what? I'll go get carne asada nachos again. So shout out to Janelli. I believe her screen name was Janelli, and her Venmo name was something like Janelle V. So I'll give a shout out to both of those. So shout out to Janelle. Appreciate you for hooking it up with the carne asada nachos. So shout out to you. Anybody in the future that wants to be able to donate to a mukbang, gangbang, finger bang, do your thing, you can hit me up on my Venmo, my Cashapp, things like that. All right. I'll put those in the description below. But today, we're going to get into some delicious carne asada nachos. I got them from a place called... I got them from a place called Adalberto's here in Stockton, California. As you can see, it's a bunch of fucking deliciousness. So we got a lot of good shit going on here. We got the chips, along with some, looks like shredded cheddar cheese. And then we got the fucking asada, the guacamole, the pico de gallo or salsa. We got the, looks like they topped it with cotija cheese as well. So we're gonna, oh, they got beans in here. All right, so last time I didn't get beans. This time I did. We're gonna go ahead and get intimately involved with this. And then also, before you leave the video, because you're bored as fuck, we're gonna talk about the time that I got stung 15 different times by a murder hornet. The one that you guys are all scared about. It's from Japan. We'll go ahead and get into that and talk about how, what I had to go through, all right? Before we do that, okay, actually, we're going to go ahead and take a bite of it as is before I get it nice and bloody, all right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that deliciousness there. I don't know if you guys can see the game that we got going on. I'm not sure if it's blurry or not or what, but that's a little bit of everything right there. Oh, those chips are light. Check it out. They're light and crispy. All right, see if I can back up a little bit. I feel like I'm too close to the camera. Hold on. All right, there we go. Much better. All right, let's go ahead and now that we're there, let's go ahead and get it nice and bloody. We're gonna go ahead and get it nice and bloody. If you don't know what that means, then you better recognize. All right, we get it nice and bloody. We pour the hot sauce all on that bitch. All right, we ain't got no shame. We put as much hot sauce as we need because we like it nice and saucy, all right? Go ahead and pour another capsule of blood on here. Of salsa, all right? Then we're gonna go ahead and dig in. And I also got another special fucking treat for you in just a second here. Oh, man. I don't even know where to start, homie. Shit. Check that out. Oh, man. Falling apart. There we go. I like how the chips aren't super crunchy. They're like light and perfect. Check that out, homie. Hell yeah. That's some good eating. And they didn't overload it with the beans either. So that's always a good thing. All right. Also, if you're brave enough, this place has a very spicy salsa. It's a verde salsa, but it's very spicy. So we're gonna take it up a notch and get it nice and toxic, all right? We're gonna fucking contaminate this motherfucker. There we go. Check it out now. Not sure if you can tell, and it's probably not the best lighting, but at the same time, you know, you can take what you can get, right? All right. We'll get intimately involved with the story time momentarily. I just want to go in a little bit more on these motherfucking nachos, homie. I don't even know what to do. There we go. I'm not sure why, but my nose is getting hella itchy right now while I'm doing this shit. Now check that out. That's like when I pull out. I'm feeling it. Oh yeah. So anyway, let's talk about that story. So, crazy part is, I had to deal with this a long time ago before this shit, you know, became popular. You guys are hearing about that murder hornet shit now, but I knew about that shit when I was a little kid. And when I say little kid, I mean like 17 years old. Alright. So, back when I was 17 years old, I decided to help out and be a counselor for my old elementary school, homie. For my old elementary school, because they needed some help. You know what I mean? People that wanted to be counselors for science camp and shit, right? Trying to adjust the nachos here so you guys can see what we got going on. But anyway, I decided to help out. Thank you, Janelle, for this. I decided to help out. I'm not sure if you're from Northern California, but a lot of us from Northern California go to the same places for science camp. It's like in the Bay Area. And the place I was in charge of going to, helping out with, was called Jones Gulch. Everybody else went to a place called Redwood Glen. So anyway, I signed up to help out, right? because I wanted to give back. I had a good fucking time at science camp when I was a kid. I had a good fucking time at science camp when I was a kid, so I was like, you know what, might as well give back. If they need counselors to make this happen, then I'm not gonna let these kids go without. So I decided I would help. So anyway, we get out there. If you know about science camp, you know how it goes. I'm gonna spare you the details. But science camp's going good. And then we decided to go on a nature walk. We go on a nature walk. We stop in this one area that's kind of like on a hill, right? There's a bunch of trees and shit. We hear some buzzing sounds, right? As we hear those buzzing sounds, kids are automatically scared of bees. They start fucking running and shit before anyone even told them, what was going on. They just automatically knew that if you hear buzzing sounds, it could be wasps, it could be killer bees, whatever. So they were just scared as fuck. So they just took off, you know what I mean? And some of the other counselors went with them because they were scared too. So practically all the kids, except maybe 3, took off. I stood around because I wanted to see what kind of bee it was. I'm like, wait, this might be a bee that I've never seen before. And a couple of kids I was with were intrigued as well. So they stood around while I tried to figure out. Well, they tried to figure out too, they weren't dumb. They're kids, but they knew a lot about bees and species and shit. So they stood around. And eventually, we saw one of the bees crawling on the ground. So we walk up and we're like, hey, let's try to capture him and identify him. But none of us had jars. Nobody had a net, anything, right? So I was like, hey, you know what? Most bees are cool unless you fuck with them, you know what I mean? I was like, check out that bite. Look at that asada and frijoles. I was like, I probably can grab them as long as I don't grab them aggressively. So I decide, let me sit these down for a second so I can show you. Finger licking good nachos. I decide to, go under the bee with that hand and then just cup it, you know what I mean? So I decided I'm gonna cup him in my hands and shit, right? I'm just gonna do it ever so gently so that he doesn't get mad. So I didn't know what kind of bee this was. I just knew it was big as fuck. And it had like a red face. It looked mad. But I was like, you know, this is the design of his face. It's good. So I scoop it up. And we're good, right? We're walking back to the lodging area so we can go talk to a couple people and figure out, you know, what it is that we just found. As we're walking, I trip over a rock, being clumsy as fuck. I fall into the ground, and I like bump my chin, that's how hard, and I let the bee go. On an accident, because I fell. We were about 20 feet from a mobile restroom, or what you'd like to call a porta potty, right? About 20 feet. The kids were already way ahead of me because they walked faster. So I was like, bro, I just fell. I just dropped that motherfucker. My scent's all over it. My scent, you know, like my smell. It's all over this bee. She's gonna fucking try and come back and find me. Excuse me, because she knows what I smell like. So the only thing I could think of was hurry the fuck up and run and get into that bathroom and wait there for a few minutes so that shit dies down, right? So I run. I'm booking it to a fucking restroom. Jump in the porta potty. I'm in there, and I was hella nervous, so I kind of did have to use the restroom a little bit, you know what I mean? If you get my drift from being nervous. So I go to sit down after placing tiny seats down. As I go to sit down, something stings me in my ass, homie. We killed it. I'm not gonna eat those, but we killed it. Something goes to sting me in my ass. I jump up, hit my head against the fucking top of the porta potty. I run out that bitch. I run out that bitch. I am on the ground crying. Bro, that shit was so painful. I felt like, have you ever had like, I don't want to sound gross. Hopefully you're done eating like I am. But have you ever had like pus or something like that? And around where the pus is at, it kind of hurts and shit. It was kind of like that. My whole entire ass cheek felt like it was in pain. Like there was something. It was from the venom of the fucking bee. It was like inside of my ass cheek, and it was expanding, you know what I mean, and hurting more and more. And I couldn't do anything, bro. I just fell on the ground, you know, like stomach first, and was just fucking banging on the ground and shit, like, fuck. Bro, I felt so violated, bro, as a man. I was like, oh my God, bro. I was like, I don't know if this is what it's supposed to feel like in prison or what, bro. But that motherfucker hurt. So pretty much, that motherfucker stung me in the ass. ass cheek, not asshole. It stung me in the ass. My whole ass cheek fucking got red. You know, it was sore. And it was like a stinging pain. And it came in waves. It kept coming in and out like waves. Like it felt like it was going away. Then it would come back with a fucking vengeance, bro. And I was just like, holy fuck, bro. Like I was in so much pain that I considered getting like my ass cheek deamputated or whatever the fuck they call it. Deamputated. No, but for real, I was like, fuck. I mean, you know, if I need to get my ass cheek removed on me, you know, and just fucking take some fat from my stomach and put it back there or something, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. This is fucking crazy. I was in so much fucking pain. That shit lasted a good fucking, let me think. Shit, I don't know, bro. A good day or so, bro. Like, the pain got lower and lower, but that shit fucking hurt, bro. So, yeah, if you ever see those motherfuckers, they most likely aren't gonna fuck with you. Just don't fuck with them, you know what I mean? Just leave them alone. Let them be in their natural habitat, you know? From what I know, they have inhabited the United States, and they're around and shit. But, you know, like any other bee, wasp, hornet, whatever, you know, just don't fuck with them, and then most likely they won't fuck with you. That's the moral of the story. So another shout out to Janelle. Thank you for the carne asada nachos. Appreciate you. Appreciate the Venmo. Like I said, if you want to drop on a mukbang, it's up to you. I'll leave the links below. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. My ass, it feels sore again just thinking about that shit.